Welcome back to the Death Needs Dialogue Entertainment Network. My name is Cale Thatcher, and I'm pleased to invite you to watch The Legends Gauntlet, Hal-Con Edition, 2022, The Carnival of Carnage, Part A.
Game of D&D.
Alright, hard?
Yeah.
I will give you. 2, 3, got that.
Well, I'm glad you didn't pick the thief. At least I won't have to worry about you stabbing me in the back.
I'll stab you in the front.
This is father and son, by the way.
Every time we play games,
Yeah.
he's trying to just make me lose.
Okay.
So long as we get them to fight each other,
Right there.
I'll be like, James, your dad said this.
Okay, so I think I'm all set.
You don't live and you don't learn. Okay. Good. Before you roll, I'm going to use my free command ability from Master to give them all the defense on the hope I can make enough saves just in case. I may as well. I got a free one. So that's going to give me 2 up saves instead of your normal 3 up saves.
I've reached the age where everything was the wrong distance away for glasses or not glasses. So, yeah.
I wish I knew what some of these spells did.
Yeah, that's the crazy, so taking a spellcaster that you didn't go up the levels with is going to be really intimidating. That's why I was a bit weary
So
about
we have a
it.
paladin.
Yes, please.
Although I think I recognized more of the wizard
There's
spells.
a fighter,
Oh, yeah?
ranger.
Yeah, I've never played a
Fire, I
ranger.
guess. Let's see.
Yeah. I have mage armor, which means I'm okay.
Is it already,
No, it's not in here.
this is... There?
I don't think it's in
Does that work for you?
And with a spellcaster, right?
Yes.
I only got 2 spellcasters and they're both female. But that
That's
one does have a
fine.
book.
More wizard, so...
Okay, let's see. I have to go to the other table we got going in there just for 1 second, guys. I forgot to give them their party favors. I'll return shortly. So, introduce yourselves with your characters. You're not going to know each other, so know yourselves.
As characters? I am Talon.
Why am I so rich? Are we all rich?
Yeah, I'm loaded.
7,015
What the?
gold
I have 5,500.
I have
I'm poor.
7,260. Let's really throw a spanner in the works and just say, we pool our gold, we
Yeah.
start a business, and just end the session early.
We're all just friends now.
Yeah, we're just best friends.
No, I refuse to fight him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the DM will just murder
Yeah.
us instead of us murdering each other's characters.
Exactly.
Okay. Divine Sense probably won't be too... I'm just trying to cross out things that definitely won't come into play, so I don't have to worry about it. Because my speed not being reduced by heavy armor isn't going to factor in at all, really, is it?
Yeah.
Although that's not a thing anyway, is it?
Yeah, I don't know what we're going to be doing first because he said yes and no, so
Yeah.
I don't think there's
well,
anything
maybe
really
there'll be
we'll be fighting each other.
fighting each other, but with also other creatures, perhaps, in the arena.
Yeah.
We'll find out.
I have a question.
Yes.
Do you play by the rule that a 20 always lands and a 1 always fails?
Yes.
Okay.
That's for attacking and stuff like that. Skill checks, that doesn't count. 20 is just 20 plus your thing, and 1 is just 1 plus your bonuses. But if Death Needs Dialogue, we do like our natural ones. Yes, we do.
Who doesn't?
The person who rolls it.
Touche.
What's the name?
Carnival of Carnage. Death
Death Needs Dialogue.
Needs Dialogue.
Legends Gauntlet.
Damn, you're fast.
I have 2,000 foot move speed right there.
Well, those little forest gnome legs can move that.
I'm not going to be using that.
I think Sigmar says you had all those saves. Ooh, that could be worth 2 donations.
Oh, wow, okay. For a level 15 paladin, only a +2 charisma modifier.
Yeah?
That's, yeah, that's unexpected.
That's gonna be fun. I guess you have 20 strength though. So.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty badass.
Yeah.
I also have 20 strength.
Alright.
I have 20.
Okay,
okay.
Okay, James. You want an arm wrestle? Let's do it. Alright.
Something falls?
Yep. Which one was it? It would be the D12.
That's a whole lot of ones, dude. Sigmar always saves so much. Oh, I see.
Here you go.
Ah, thank you, sir. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay, get over. I might be standing up for this whole game. I don't know. We'll see. Okay, everybody. Welcome to Death Means Dialogue. Halcon edition. Halcon 2022, everybody. Woo! Carnival of Carnage. Keep your boots on for this one. So, as we start out, you guys find yourselves within the middle of a massive, unlit, dark arena. You can see shadows, fireworks bursting in the air. You can see the seats go up in a coliseum, almost out of sight. And then there's music happening. You can hear it low at first, quietly building. And it's this kind of jazzy, upbeat 90s tune that kind of keeps the rhythm. Something like you'd hear on The Price is Right or Family Feud. And you can see this long aisle that goes out in one direction through the Coliseum. And it's filled with smoke. And as a few seconds pass, you can see this giant shadow fill up the smoke, kind of walking with a swagger. He's got some long stick in his hand, just kind of walking over here. He's shaking the hand of a minotaur. You can see these big horns stick out. As he comes to the fog a bit more, he shrinks down. You guys can see this half-elf with blue skin. He's wearing this excellent tuxedo with a nice blue shirt underneath. He has a beard and these little dangly blue beads in it. Except his hair is magnificent and has this white shock all the way back through it. He's kind of old, wrinkled at the eyes. He comes over to this dwarven man dressed up also in a tuxedo. He pulls a hat on his head and pulls out a gun he looks like he has. Gives a wink and shakes his hand. Comes a little bit further down, there's this really overdressed elven woman. Really overdressed, all the way almost up to the neck. And she shakes his hand, whispers something in his ear. He gives her a little peck on the cheek and he continues on. And then you can hear, as he begins to meet the dais, he gets on this long platform leading all the way up to the dais. And you guys look out now that there's lights starting to light up where this man is walking. You guys can see the Colosseum light up. You can see all types of creatures, giants. You see dragonborn. You see everything you can imagine. You even see some seats that are empty, but you're darn sure there's someone sitting there. Maybe someone invisible. As he walks closer and closer, he begins to talk, and you guys can hear. Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, for another episode of Death Needs Dialogue. Welcome back to the Legends Gauntlet. Today is one of the most extravagant days we have planned in the whole year, Halcon 2022. And these 4 unlucky contestants are here to dance for our win.
Anyone else nervous?
Yeah.
Not really.
Okay, good.
I'm tempted to fire an arrow at him.
It wouldn't be the first time. Alright, let's see, we got Tular here, we got Max Mestia, we got Galaga, and we got guys. Okay.
3 6s.
I can't do anyone to this. Only so much one can do.
Super really wanted to say no on that one. It's meant to be. Okay.
He walks up to the first area. You guys can see everything. You can see each other. You're all standing in a specific area, it seems, about 15 feet apart from each other. He walks up to you first, Talar, and he says, he pulls out this card in his hand. He says, well, welcome to the show, Talar. How are you feeling today?
I'm feeling pretty good, actually. I'm ready to be alive again.
Well, that's good to hear. Since you've just been brought back from the dead, we recently known that you have died in a raid from the orcs. Your entire family and brethren has been completely destroyed. We're glad that you're here, though.
Oh.
And he walks on.
Ouch.
Walks us over to you, Maximus. He says, well, well, Maximus Dia. He pats his finger on the inside of his nose. Good to see you back here.
Back here?
You wouldn't remember, but that's all right. Maximus Dia, everybody. The crowd roars. He moves over to the next area. And ladies and gentlemen, another new face, Galaga. How are you feeling, Galaga, since your recent run-in with that pack of spiders? It wasn't much fun to see, but I bet it was fun to die.
Well, it was interesting, that's for sure.
Well, anything to say before we throw you back into the frying pan?
No, I think that's good.
A stalwart heart, everybody. Let's see how long that holds out. And Nelgonis Harch, the man who chose the hard road, dying to knives when he could cast spells. That's what happens when you find yourself drunk in the street in the middle of the night. Well, Nelgonis, welcome. How are you feeling today?
I'm ready to drink again.
There'll be no drinking inside the games, unfortunately. We have a no drinking policy. But after, if you succeed and you win, you can drink all you want. Nice shirt, by the way.
Thank you.
Well, everybody, you've heard from the contestants. You've seen what they look like. Now, let's send it on down the Hal on the game floor. And then we change. We switch to another man in a much cheaper suit, much like the one I was wearing, down there, and he says, well, thanks, Bob. My name's Halucius Fault, everybody, and here on the Game 4, we're going to explain what's going to happen to the wonderful contestants today. First off, in the Carnival of Carnage, we have the Carnivorous Carousel. And he begins to walk up to this large open room. You guys can see the carousel start lighting up. Lights after light. All the way in. You guys can see mounted roll perception. Get your roll some dice.
Everyone?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. 19.
Good, 19. 8.
16.
16.
14.
21, I think.
For perception. Plus 7. 21.
Okay, so anybody above 15, Maximus, you don't notice. You see Maximus Dia, you see these grand knights in dark black armor riding these massive black steeds. Everybody else notices the fire flaring out of the horses' eyes, the fire flaring out of their mouths, and the lightning flaring out from the, or shooting out from the eyes of the knights riding the horses. They also have these long lances. As he continues walking, he says, well, our contestants will have to walk through each one of these in order to get to the middle, to get to the next level. As you can see, as he ducks under one of the horses as they gallop by around, he ducks under it quite easily, he ducks under the next one. It's quite dangerous walking through the Carnivorous Carousel. But once you reach the middle, as he walks through the very last line of horses, you can see these knights are trying to get him, but they just keep missing out. He reaches the middle, and this door is in this stone pillar. Blue light around it with this fog emanating from the middle, and he walks through it. As he walks through it, he goes into a different plane. It seems to be this room, this 10 by 10 room. 10 by 10? 20 by 20 corridor. And from either end, you guys can see doors everywhere. They go and they begin to curve, and you can't see any more than that. And he says, in the maze of madness, ladies and gentlemen, our contestants will have to either get to the end without trying their luck on one of these doors, or roll the dice and see what will happen. He grabs the door, opens it, it opens up, and he walks through into another hallway, very similar. He looks back and he looks forth, and opens up to the left and to the right, and he looks around, he winks at the camera, and he goes to open it again. The door clicks, the door explodes in fire, and bursts all over him. And then we cut back to Hal. Well, I guess that's enough from, or we cut back to Bob. I guess that's enough from Hal this evening, everybody. I guess you don't get to see what's left for you in the final stage. But let's get this started. And he snaps his fingers. There's a blue flash. You guys. 2, 3, 4, 6. All right. All find yourselves here.
No, it's okay.
We're thinking you at. We found you.
You did?
We went to go have ramen.
Where'd you go for that?
Little place just down the road. Yeah.
I need to put one right there, my friend.
It's good.
What? No, right about.
We stopped at Costco on the way. I didn't know that, so.
You're all set. Yeah, we're playing a weird RPG.
Oh, really?
That one over there.
Okay.
And as you guys walk in, you guys can see these knights on horseback galloping at full speed in circles around and around. There's no dust to be kicked up anywhere. It's perfectly clean, but you can hear these metal horses have
Hoofs, shoes, horseshoes.
horseshoes, thank you. These metal horseshoes clanking off this stone ground as it goes around and around and around. Please roll for initiative.
Ooh, okay.
Biggest rule of the game.
So, none of you are my allies,
And
right?
I got a 4.
8 in total. 20 in total.
That's a 7.
Okay, Gallagher, we had a 20, I heard. Maximus?
8.
8?
4.
4?
7.
7. Maximus Talar.
1, 8. Yeah, like that. Okay.
Okay.
No, really bad rolls, guys.
Yeah, that was.
No, okay.
You gotta go with it.
And then as you guys are standing there, you hear a pop, like a, and in front of you again is Bob. And he says, I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Bob Baxio Malnura. You guys can call me Bob. Also, remember one thing. Hurting your fellow player in the first level is prohibited and will be subject to a numerous amount of penalties. You can, however, make it difficult for them to move, make it difficult for them to get through anywhere, really.
Okay.
That being said, please play the game, everybody. And you hear a pop again. You guys can hear this kind of like a glass shattering almost. You guys can see little bits of particulate hit the ground in a circle around you guys, each of you. Galaga. That name is completely by mistake too. I didn't even think that Galaga is actually, the game.
I was wondering, yeah. Okay, so
those are doorways.
Doorways.
Yeah, and as it spins, you guys can see the doorways are it's an arch, and on the inside of the arch there's these old-fashioned casino light bulbs, and they're flashing, all flashing at different intervals. And they're spinning, and eventually, at this point, they stop. Now, it is about a 60-foot dash to the very first one.
So we're like way back here.
You're 60 feet away from the outside.
Gotcha.
Okay, I don't want to be the first one, but I am. So I guess
You hear, Bob jumps back in again. He says, "Oh, remember, there can be only one. Only one shall get new life. Just one.
Only one."
He disappears. Always forget the rules.
But this is only level 1, right?
There's level 1 of, who knows, 3, 4?
I think, yeah.
At least 3, maybe.
At least 3, yeah.
Okay.
I think 3.
So all we got is doorways here. The steeds have gone away, I guess. Is that right?
Sorry?
The steeds have gone away. The
Oh
horses?
no, they're there.
They're there.
They have stopped. And as they have stopped, you see they have taken some sort of inanimate look upon them.
Interesting.
Okay. I'm gonna head towards the nearest one to check it out.
Okay, you can reach the very outermost part of the carousel, and as you walk up to these animals, the horse stands 10 feet, and the knight above it stands another 8 feet on top of the horse, and he's holding this giant lance, and he's there with a statue.
Am I close enough to touch him now?
You want to touch him?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead, you touch him. He feels, the horse feels hot, not warm, not too hot to the touch, but hot, like an engine that's been going for a while. But doesn't seem to move.
Interesting.
That's fair. Yeah. The double turn is the last one that
So to move up there, you'd have to use your move and your dash action. So you would have a bonus action or a reaction at this particular point.
I think I'm just gonna wait.
Sounds good.
And see what's up.
Next up, we have Maximus Dia.
I'm going to go up and I'm going to try to talk to one of them.
Of course, of course. Now, in relation to in relation to Galaga, are you going up right next to Galaga, or some space?
Are there multiple?
You can't see any more doors from this angle.
No, I mean like other horses.
Oh yeah, for sure. Each horse takes up a large space, so there'd be like a horse here, a horse here, a horse here, here, all the way around.
Okay,
Yeah,
I'm going to go on the one at the other side of the door that Galaga went to.
Certainly, of course. And Galaga was...
This one.
Alright, this is Galaga, put you there, and Maximus?
Yes.
Perfect, right there, excellent, just perfect.
What do you play on Steve?
Okay, and you talk.
I try to talk to him.
What do you say?
Hello.
Good start.
Good
As your
conversation.
voice echoes out into the room, it's quiet right now. As your voice echoes out into the room, you can hear this music begin to start. And it's like old, slow, and offbeat carnival music. You know the horror carnival music?
Yeah.
And that begins to rise. It's almost all you can hear now.
That's fair.
But there's no response from the knights.
Okay.
So you have a bonus action or a reaction. You can move your move and your dash to get up this way.
Okay. Well, I'm also going to touch the horse. And,
Same thing. It feels warm, not too hot, but has no reaction. All right. Next up, are you finished?
yes.
Perfect. Talara.
All right. Well, so my turn's going to be pretty quick because I'm a dwarf with a 25 feet movement. So I dash and I'm still 10 feet away.
You're basically right
Yeah,
there.
I'm basically
There you
where
go.
I am. I'm like, damn my short legs.
And you are again. Howard, do you have any bonus actions you can cast on yourself?
Bonus actions, not to my knowledge. I don't have any kind of movement-based thing, so I think I'm just gonna hold up here and kind of get a read on what's going on.
You see what they do. The horses and the knights don't seem to react to what they do. Now, Gaunus, at the back, you see all these fools run into danger. What do you do?
I slowly walk up 25 feet and I cast Mage Armor on myself.
Of course, sounds good. You're up 25 feet, so you're a little bit back here. Remember that. And you cast Mage Armor on yourself. Very good. Very good. And now... Oh, very nice. And now you can see the horses. As you guys are right there with them, hands on them, you can feel them just move a little bit and tug. And then they rear up, fire breathes out of their mouth. The knights raise their lances and they begin to move, and they begin to move fast. 40-foot moves or 60 move speed, I think, for this kind of horse. Those who also above a DC 20 would know that the horses are nightmares. And they begin to move and move. And as they're moving around, I will get Galaga and Maximus Dia to roll a dexterity saving throw, please.
28.
And 19.
28 and 19. Okay, so you will take half of this total damage. So you guys take 12 points of damage each, a mixture of electricity and piercing.
Oh, so you can like roll your population for the day? Is that what it is?
If you don't put a max population, you can easily have people with 500 population.
Guys, that was that. Spears, that's from the night. And then from the nightmares, get back here.
Went that way.
It went all the way over here.
Oh, yeah. Runaway dice.
Tisk.
What's the name of that?
Okay. You guys take 6 more from the stomping of the hooves from the nightmares that go by. Back to the top of the list. Galaga.
Well, I'm obviously going to get away from these horses.
Oh,
so you
I
said
forgot the things reorient.
Oh, the doors
Yeah.
move.
Okay.
To exactly where they were before I rolled a 4.
Okay.
So everything spun, and then came back to this.
And it stops again, or
It stops again.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so how many rings of these nightmares are there?
1, 2, 3, and 4.
Okay, so these are.
Yeah. Well, you'd only. Yeah, I'd say you'd be able to see all 3 through. All the lights are on. That's right. That's fine.
Okay. How difficult? How difficult does it look to me to run through them in between them?
Roll perception. You're not quite sure.
Okay.
With it was what, a 10 on that one.
10 altogether.
Yeah, not quite sure. But there is space. It's not impossible.
Well, I am going to go for it and try to get through.
Okay, that'll be a strength check, please. Athletics. Athletics.
Yes. It's actually harder than the original.
9.
9 total?
Yeah.
Okay, as you're trying to push through the horse, you get hung up on the leg and hung up on one of the knees. It's just not the right angle, and you're kind of stuck in between. Now you're wedged underneath this horse.
Oh. Yeah, that was not good. I was hoping there was going to be a dex check.
Maximus. You see Galaga get hung up in between these horse legs.
So it doesn't get weird. Are the horses still moving?
No, they've stopped.
Did the knights look like they're securely on the horse?
They seem to be as secure as any other knight. You mean like welded or something like that?
Yeah.
No, they don't. They seem, when they were moving, they seemed like live people. When they stopped, they seemed like some sort of mannequin made out of metal.
So you're saying it maybe be possible for me to push one off and then get on a horse?
It might be possible, yes.
Okay, I would like to try that.
All right, roll in athletics.
I love it.
This is going to be great.
It's basically.
You should have played it.
Big story on
23.
23. I called the DC at 22.
Oh, wow.
You put your foot in the stirrup just enough to get it on top, and you kind of heave with the weight of the guy. He's got the lance on the one side, and you heave him, and he moves just like a statue, and falls off. And as soon as he hits the ground, he crumples into a heap of just pieces of blocks of stone that all fall into the ground. You mount the horse. The nightmare. You are now on the nightmare.
That's fun.
Yeah, that's so cool.
That is pretty cool.
Okay, so you're going to stay on the horse, I imagine? You can continue moving inward if you like. I mean, that was only 10 feet of move to mount the horse, I think. Might be 15, but...
Can I make the horse move?
The horse is currently inanimate. You know it, you're touching it, you're feeling it. Even the hair on the horse feels hard, like it's a statue.
I take it the horses either going to hit me off or move, so I'm just going to get off on the other side of the ring.
On the other side, okay. Let's see, we're here, so you're on the horse 10, so you still have 20 feet of movement. You can potentially get to the other side and try and cross another set of horses.
I will try to do that.
Alright, I get you to roll a strength check for me.
18.
18. Alright. You only 1 + 1 to strength?
+5 strength.
+5 strength.
I rolled a 13, sorry, I thought I seen 17. Okay, so unfortunately, you also get hung up underneath the horse. So you get kind of pinned, one of the legs just kind of hooks on the back end of your warhammer, and you're unable to make it through. So you're there underneath one of the horses.
That's gonna hurt.
All right, Maximus. Next up is Talar Humhammer.
Okay, right now these guys are not. They're my allies, sort of, at the moment.
Your decision.
Okay. I'm going to go up to Galaga, and I'm going to. So I guess. Oh yeah, 5, 10, 15.
You can just make it.
Okay, so I'll move up to Galaga, and I'll be like, I wouldn't recommend staying there, and I'll grab Galaga and try and pull him away from what I assume is going to be galloping horses shortly.
Yep.
Okay.
Roll an athletics for me.
Okay,
Roll
athletics.
with advantage, as I imagine you're going to give him a little hand trying to get there.
Are you helping me get out?
Oh yeah.
Okay, cool.
No,
Oh yeah,
just let him roll advantage
yeah. Okay,
as you're
cool.
helping him.
So athletics plus 10.
Oh, plus 10.
Wow.
So 19.
Damn.
Unfortunately, the DC is 20.
Oh no!
He just seems to be unmercifully wedged underneath these horses' legs.
Okay.
Every time you try and pull him this way, it's like a puzzle. One of his hoops, one of his belts get hooked on this, and hooked on that.
All right, I pat you on the shoulder. I tried. One other thing I'd like to do, just a curiosity thing. So, as a dwarf, I have stone cunning. I wanted, like, the way that it shattered when Maximus pushed it off. Did it look like they were stone?
Oh yeah.
But when they're moving, do they look like they're
They
stone?
look like they're real. But if you can
Okay.
imagine animated stone,
Okay.
you know, kind of like that. They look and move and appear as real as anything. But when that guy fell down and broke and shattered,
Yeah.
stone all the way.
Okay. Cool. Interesting. All right.
And then next up is Nelganis.
Alright, so last round I moved 25 feet, which means I'm 35 feet from that door.
Yep.
So I'm going to dash into the door.
Of course.
Right there. What happens? Do I just pass through the door?
Oh, you can either stop in front of the horse in the night that's to the left of you, or continue on.
I'm going to keep going through the door.
Okay, yep, move on through. Your speed there, and you're right past the door. Perfect.
Okay. And actually, what I would like to do is run up to, what's your name again? Maximus. I want to run up to Maximus, grab him by the shoulder, and then misty step here.
Oh,
or like, you know, like in between the two
Misty
circles.
step with a person?
I should be able to take one person with me, but
I think
will
that's dimension door.
Is it?
Yeah, I think Misty step is a
Okay,
person.
well, if that's the case, then I can't do that, and I won't do that. But yeah, you might be right. I might be mixing the two up.
Yeah, I
Anybody
think.
needs access to one of these.
Okay. Did you want to take a look?
I mean,
But I'm pretty sure Misty
I
step
think
is
he's
not-
right. Yeah.
I think you're right. Yeah.
But you can take back walking up to him if you like.
H.
That's the. So we got that. You're stuck, you're close. Oh, I'm gonna deal with some damage this time.
T-step? Yeah, it's only you. Never
Oh,
mind.
shoot.
Yeah, Dimension Door is the one that lets you take one person. Okay. Then I will not walk all the way up there, and I'll simply stand far enough away from the two horse circles, I hope, that they don't hit me.
Alright.
What a novel concept, walking through the doorway.
Yeah. Why didn't I think of
And
that?
it's like not approaching the horses every time?
I was skeptical of the doors, but
Turns out it's just a door.
it's just a door.
Yeah, I thought it might like transport you somewhere or something.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like I thought you were gonna get killed by stuff. Like you walk
flames
through
shoot
and you're suddenly underwater.
I thought I was going, oh, you're going through there, but you pop out through here, and now
Yeah,
you're like on
yeah.
the other side of the map.
Alright. So now, as you finish your move, you guys can hear the horses come back to life, and the knights start yelling, hooting, and hollering as everything begins to move again. And the finishing positions is 1, 2, 2. Let's try. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that's 2. I guess this
Yeah, because I got each one on each side. And
Yeah.
that still comes around. They swing since it's 2. I'm just going to reverse these actually.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, reverse these like that. There and there. And there. And there. That. Switch there. Switch them.
And then would this one go here?
Yep, we'll switch that one over there.
Cool.
Could be a very random thing, I think.
Yep, sure.
Over here, over here.
We'll work with it.
And as they move, everybody make a dexterity saving throw.
I was hoping they wouldn't reach me.
So, Galaga, because you are within 10 feet of me, you get an additional 2. Right now, I'm considering you an ally.
Nope, that's pretty bad.
26 plus 2.
19.
19.
28 altogether.
10.
That is 14.
Okay. DC 20. Everybody else who failed takes full damage. So let's see. Galaga, you are underneath the horses, and Maximus Dia, you are underneath the horses. 36 total damage, so at 41 total damage, you take half. Galaga, you take half. The other 2, you guys are out of range of the horses, but within the range of the knight's lance.
Yeah.
So you guys take 18 points of damage.
18.
Some of that is mixed with lightning. I don't know if anybody has any resistance.
No.
No.
Oh,
Yeah, that was technically I don't think it's taking into account in my saving throws. It's not taking my additional +2, but it would have been a 15, so it doesn't matter, right?
It's not. It didn't calculate there.
So no, because like strength is still +5.
Yeah.
So, but then I get a +2 from Aura of Protection. Yeah, +2 on saves.
I think that's just your allies in 10 feet of you.
No,
Is it for you too?
I googled. Yeah,
Okay,
it's
sounds
you
good.
and
That's
yeah.
just correct it on the sheet.
Yeah, sure.
Perfect. All right.
Thanks.
And back to the top of the list. Galaga, you are now out free from the horses as they trampled you. You rolled out on this side, you're prone, and as the knight went by, he stabbed you in the leg and then kept going. And you're not prone because you succeeded. But Maximus Dia, you are prone, and that's what happens to you. All right.
On a court.
And actions on you, Galaga.
Okay, so there's no doors nearby. What's above us? Is it just a big open ceiling?
Into darkness. You don't see the Colosseum anymore. You don't see the people. You don't see anything except the carousel, this terrible, awful music, and each other.
I'm going to use Hunter Sense to try to scan a creature within 60 feet for weaknesses. I'm going to look at these. See if I can figure anything out about these nightmares that we have.
Roll perception. There's really nothing. There's really no weaknesses or anything like that, and yeah, you definitely don't catch nothing. There doesn't seem to be any weaknesses in the horses or anything, except for the fact that they seem to shut down during your guys' turn.
Can the lance from the one behind reach to the next one?
They have all squares covered. They seem to be well packed in there to reach pretty much anything within. With the 2 anyway, you would know that the knights have 10 feet of reach, so they would be able to catch everything, but only the horses would be able to get within the line.
Okay. So there's nowhere to avoid. Okay, and these are about, what, 20 feet apart or so?
About 15.
15 feet apart.
So there's basically 3 aisles. Aisle in the middle will protect you from the horses. That's the only protection.
I'm going to try your trick. I'm going to try to jump up on right behind the knight on one of the horses.
Certainly, yeah.
I don't know what I'm rolling.
Oh, that would be athletics again, yeah.
Ooh, 26.
All right, and as you kind of you grab the back of the horse, it's all statue, so it's all hard. You grab the tail, it's kind of up in a little fluff right now, and you pull yourself up, and as you're pulling yourself up, there's a flash to your right-hand side. Something apparates in the room, and you guys can see these small creatures. They kind of look like jellyfish. And in their tentacles, they bring up this old-style flash camera, and they, 3 of them, take pictures of you as you jump on the back of the horse, and they disappear.
That's amazing.
And you're on the back of the horse.
All right, I'm basically going to.
Were you on this ring? Like, did you?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
okay.
this one. Yeah.
Cool.
I am going to try to get as close to the knight and hold on, like, wrap my arms or hold on to something for the next round of movement.
Oh,
kind of
okay.
thing.
Sounds good. All right, that works. All right, Galaga. We'll remember that one. All right. Next up, Maximus Dia. You are prone right now.
Can I stand up and then move?
It's a 15-foot move, 15 feet of move speed to stand up.
Okay. And that door's 15 feet away, right?
1, 2, yeah, it is. It's right there. 1, 2, 3.
Okay, I want to stand in the doorway.
Stand in the doorway. Sounds
And
good.
hold on to the door so when it moves, I stay in.
Of course, yep.
Hopefully.
Nice. I'm loving this.
Now you still technically have 30 feet of move speed. If you want to use your dash action.
Can I make it to that door?
So you can just, you'll be 1 square outside.
I'll stay there then.
Okay,
Yeah.
sounds good. Alright, that's Maximus. Alright, Talar.
Okay, I am going to use the fact that I have a small stature, hopefully to my advantage, and just kind of scramble under one of these horses.
Roll athletics, please.
Does my small stature factor in? Dang it. Okay.
You're
well,
a thick dwarf.
Yeah, that's fair. Athletics. I have a plus 10. This should be. Well, 15? 15's not terrible.
Your plan's going perfect. You get all on your hands and knees. You get down on your belly at one point, but when you get up to get out, one of the feet is caught in the back of your belt, and you're just stuck.
All right. Yeah. I. That's all I got. That's me.
Oh, you're right on the
yeah.
outside. Perfect. Okay.
So that's my turn.
All right, Nelganis.
I need to look at a spell before I decide what I'm doing.
Certainly.
Oh wait, they dress up? Oh, okay.
Interesting.
So the dwarves in the dungeon is at 7 to 8:30, and then the Halcon is at 9.
I'm not sure if this is gonna work, so maybe I should ask this before I go through with it.
Sure.
I'm thinking, could I cast Bigby's hand?
You can get one game.
And since I am a small gnome, just lift myself up and use Bigby's hand to carry me.
I believe it's been used in other campaigns that listed as such.
Okay, then I will cast Bigby's hand and summon it above myself to pick me up, or I guess I'll just jump on the palm, and I'll just use it to lift myself up 60 feet into the air.
Okay, you go up about 20 feet and you hit your head.
Oh, there's
something.
Okay.
It's darkness, but you just can't feel past it.
Okay, well then I'll use the remaining 40 feet I have to go horizontally while I'm still 20 feet in the air. I'm not sure where that puts me though.
Here, I think.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
You'd only have 25 feet. You cast a spell and then a move action, so it'd only be 25
Oh, the
feet.
hand moves 60 feet.
Gotcha. Sounds good. Yep.
Yeah, so I'd be around here somewhere floating 20 feet above.
Yep.
Or I guess I'm not going to be here because I don't want to be above the knights.
It's
So I'll stand like...
Maximize the distance between.
Yeah, I want... Because if I'm like here and they're like 10 feet tall, they still reach me. But if I'm like here and they're 10 feet tall, they have a much harder time.
They might have to stretch.
Yeah.
So just toss you, make that your
Okay.
thing. You know,
So
Stacked.
There you go.
yes, that is my turn.
Sounds good. That, and then we. Here comes the pain.
Yep.
All right. Roll the 4 on the d4. Everything rotates. It comes back to where it is.
Yep.
We have one stuck underneath the horses.
Yep.
You are on the horse. You go with them. You get taken for a ride. It's a rough ride. I'm gonna say roll another strength check. This one athletics. This one's a little lower since you're on the horse.
Oh.
And just as quickly as those flumps, that's what they're called, with the cameras came up and flashed at you, as soon as he started moving, you just didn't catch on enough, and it just takes away from you. You fall off the back, and as you fall on your back, right in front of the other horse, there's a flump on the ground, almost like down on its belly with its elbows up, waiting for the picture. Snaps your picture right as you hit the ground.
Action shot.
And then the horses move.
Of course. This is starting to hurt.
Yeah.
That's why I started. Yeah, good idea.
Okay, so I'll need strength checks from Galaga, from Maximus. That's Maximus. I will need a strength check from Maximus. Or sorry, not strength. My apologies, guys. Dexterity.
Dexterity.
Yeah, it is. Dexterity save. My apologies again.
28.
14. 14? Alright, so I'm going to go start there. So it's the easiest one. You're going to take half.
You don't have to. We'll just have
It's going to be 10, 18, plus 5. You're going to take... So you take 11 points of bludgeoning and piercing and lightning damage from the knight on this side. Kind of stabs in the doorway. Kind of gets you in the side. We have Galaga, who succeeded. You only take half of this. Take half of 38.
Oh.
So 19. Half of 38? 19? Yeah. As you fall off the back and you just get trampled, the horse's hooves come down, smash, smash, smash. The whole run through gets you. Excellent. Natural 1, by the way. Excellent.
What happened to Lauren?
Now we have over here. Did you roll a dex save?
Not yet.
I'll get you to roll a dex save,
Okay,
please.
dex save.
This die seems to get back and forth between good rolls and bad.
That's 21.
21, DC 20. Okay, you take half of 38.
So
19.
19, yeah.
Okay. This is getting
Alright, and one more. You're in the air. Things are moving around. You watch all of this carnage kind of move around and move about. And now that you're up there, everything kind of comes to a halt. And you can see everything. You seem to be undamaged in your location.
Nice, man.
Very good. I love wizards.
And then we have the rotation, and we go back to the top of the list. All right, Galaga.
Okay, so I am still right in the row, or like...
Yeah, they trampled the hell out of you. You're prone now, on your back, and there's like a horse hoof just like inches from your face, just frozen in stone.
Should have rolled a 1.
Really? You're so helpful. Well, I'm gonna try it. Well, what can you do? There's nothing. I don't have any of those. I'm gonna try to stand up in here, I guess.
Yep, you can move out from underneath the horse. The part that was getting held up on the horse has been crushed and is no longer a problem.
Huh.
Having a kneecap is, that hurts. Doesn't matter if it doesn't exist anymore.
So have fun walking.
You shimmy out easily enough after being, stamped almost. It wasn't so bad, I guess. You're still looking pretty good, right?
Well, a little less pretty than I was before, I think. So.
Yeah, but you're up there 15 foot move speed to stand up, and I'll get you right at the outside of the line there.
Okay. Is that all I can do, or can I try
Nope, you still have 15 foot move speed and your action, bonus action, and everything else.
What did you see up there? Like, what's the roof?
Dark?
Dark. Okay, I'm going to try to tie my rope to an arrow.
Ooh.
And the best I can come up with. And just go straight up.
Shoots, hits off, goes up about 30 feet, clinks off something up there.
Doesn't stick
in
in?
the darkness, it doesn't stick, and it falls back down. You catch your arrow, you still have your arrow.
Okay.
Didn't break?
Nope.
Didn't break, but that didn't get me through. Well, I'm just gonna run to the doorway.
Sounds good. You got 15 more feet. 1, 2, 3 gets you right there in the middle, close to the doorway. All right, Maximus Dia.
So, if I dash, I can make it to there, right?
5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. You can make it all the way into the inside of that last one.
So I can make it here?
Probably. From there we got 10, 20, 30, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. 55, 60.
Yeah.
Okay. I didn't do that.
All right. As you walk up to this, that was your move and your action. As you walk up to this pillar, this stone gray pillar that doesn't seem to match any of the other stone in this area. You walk up close to it, and there's a blue gem at the top of it, and it begins to pulse, and then 2 lines of light blue go down, making an arch, and the stone kind of recesses and moves off to the side, showing a bunch of smoke and a bunch of haze and fog. You get right there, but you can't quite walk in. You're just right at, and you just activated the door. Next up is Talara.
All right.
Oh, you're way back there. Oh my God.
So do I get spat out this side? Am I prone?
That's right, you failed your save, so you would be prone.
Okay.
And on that side, yeah. So
Okay.
15 feet to stand up. Ouch, that sucks.
I mean, so I can move 10. Shoot.
Maybe you can chisel it away or something.
I'll dash, scrambling through.
Roll an athletics check for me, please.
Hopefully scrambling.
Come on,
man.
Don't fail me now. Athletics plus 10. 22.
You got it. That's you. Were able to crawl
Okay,
through.
5, 10, 15. Oh, wait, 25, right?
Yes. With dash, you get an extra 25.
So I'm gonna try and kind of get here and then make myself as small as possible.
You would know from being going through so far that only the lances would be able to reach you in that position.
Yeah, I'll as I cower down, I'll like put my shield over my head to protect myself. So, okay.
And last but not least, Nalganis.
Yeah, I believe it's a bonus action to control Bigby's hand. I have to check that again real quick. When you cast a spell as a bonus action on your subsequent turns, you can move the hand. Yes. So yeah, I will use my bonus action to float 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, and I'll go through the door.
Sounds good. You're 30 feet up right now. He moves 25, drops you down, or it just drops you, and you move through the door.
Yeah.
All right. So you push by Maximus D. Maximus D. in complete surprise as this. What's your race?
Tiny
gnome. On a forest gnome.
How this forest gnome got through here to the very end, but he does squeak by your legs and goes through. His coolness encompasses you.
Oh, can the hand come with me, or does it not pass through the door?
You're not sure.
Okay.
You're not sure quite yet. So as you enter that doorway, everybody else realizes now that the board begins to move and not stop moving.
Oh.
Everybody is
No.
Whoa.
Everything is rough terrain.
What have you
as
done?
everything's moving and you're trying to get forward to the middle, it's kind of like a gravitron.
Okay. Deck saves?
There was something.
Just those guys are in there. They are safe. So just two deck saves for Galaga and Talara.
All right.
I'm gonna guess when I go through it, it'll be even worse for the last two.
+2.
You never know. Yeah, I don't think anything's saving you from that.
I feel
one.
your pain,
Oh
buddy.
no!
Yes, you will.
Yeah.
We might have character deaths before stage 2.
I know.
14.
Well,
So that's
it's nice knowing you all.
29 points of damage, and it's only the lances. As the lance comes by, they kind of long arm the lance, and they go, one slices deep at your leg, and the other one over there, Galaga, slashes at your waist.
So I take 29 as well?
And now that they're all moving, we're going to
I hope we get to heal before rooms.
okay, perfect. Just one. The only ones that matter. One.
Oh no! Literally, that's the only doors next to you guys.
And top of the list, Galaga.
I'm still trying to come up with good ideas.
Sometimes the best idea is just to go forward.
Yeah, that's all I can come up with. So I am going to run, being as cautious as I can, to try to position myself as well as possible.
All right, where are you going
And
to
I'm
run
gonna try to. I'm gonna try to hide and hide somehow.
There doesn't seem, the only real good place to hide seems to be right underneath that horse.
Yeah, no, I don't want to hide there.
Is that really hiding?
But, what's the ground? Is it just dust or dirt?
That's actually just flat stone. Very flat. One you guys have noticed, magically made flat.
Difficult terrain now?
It's going around and around.
Okay,
Perfect. Just great for my tiny movement speed.
So I'm not slowed by terrain.
Oh,
Moving
nice.
at half speed, that's all.
But as a ranger, he's.
Oh,
Yeah, it's a ranger ability.
there you go, so yeah, you're fine. Wow. Just
Yeah.
really unlucky for the dwarf.
Yeah!
I
You don't
can't
say!
think, I can't think of any way to help you.
Okay, so that was, I didn't expect Nalganis to pull that off.
Yeah, I can't come up with anything, so I'm
Thanks.
just gonna run.
Me too.
Like I said, I try to be as careful as I can. I'll run. Which way are they? Which way is this one going when it
Yeah.
rotates?
This way.
This one's this way.
Yeah, they're all the same way.
Oh, they're all the same
All the
way.
same way.
Okay.
Counterclockwise.
There you go. Thanks. Thank you.
Yes.
Maximus Dia for the win. Dice of inspiration. Thank you.
Hey.
Hey, look at that. And
I don't think this.
You can also try to squeeze through. You are so close
And strong.
and strong.
Actually, you're not that strong now that I'm looking at it.
I'm dexterous, but I'm not that.
You have to get through two.
Yeah, okay, I will dive. I will nimbly try to pick my way through between two horses.
Okay.
It's like crossing. Oh my goodness.
This is a death trap.
Yeah. Switch dice. Switch dice.
I don't like orange as much anymore. Here, let me try.
As you run and you leap through, the horses are still moving, still alive, and you just leap at the wrong time, and you catch right in front of the horse as the lance comes down from the knight and pins you to the ground. You're on the ground now, moving with the carousel as the horse is standing above you, just pounding. Bang, 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 bang.
Oh man.
Take 38 points of damage.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it was nice knowing you.
Yeah, I'm pretty much dead.
Did you pass your save?
I haven't had my turn yet.
Okay, so it's
this
that's
was Gallagher's actual turn.
That's right, thank you.
No problem.
14 hit points.
All
And
right,
14.
and Galega is prone.
I think you're going to die.
Maximus Dia.
I am trying to while I put my arms up, trying to give the crowd a little show, I walk through the door.
All right, sounds good. And you walk through the door. Talara, you see these two disappear into this stone column, and it's your turn.
Okay. I have 25 feet movement, halved because it's difficult terrain.
Yeah.
I have 10 feet of movement. If I dash, that's 20 feet of movement. I cannot get to the door.
You can get almost there.
So, I'm just going to... Oh, I really feel bad.
It's lucky, Maximus, that you didn't get into that door, because it would have been an extra turn of everything spinning. You didn't have enough move speed to get all the way there.
That's true.
So, I'm going to use my shield, so they're spinning this way, so I brace my shield and I kind of jump through, expecting to get somewhat hit and kind of letting it kind of pivot me. So, and then let's see how that pans out. So, dexterity saving throw, right?
Strength.
Strength saving throw. Oh yeah, strength save or athletics
Actually,
check?
athletic. My apologies.
No. I put words in your mouth. Yeah, athletics check. Okay, plus 10.
Come on.
That's a 6 actually, so that is 16.
16. You run, you leap with the shield. The shield works, but the lance goes right through it.
Oh no!
Right through the shield, right into your chest. As you take 36 points of damage. That's bludgeoning, piercing, and electricity all mixed up together.
I just killed like 2 people.
36 damage, and I have 36 hit points. All right.
You're also prone right there. All right.
Wait.
Next up, the environment's turn.
Yeah.
Guys, sorry, Maximus.
Can I see them?
No, you're gone. You disappeared.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. As the gnome went off into the fog and faded away, you did the same thing. Now, gentlemen, please roll another dexterity. Let's see.
Is it
Yeah,
with
this is the dexterity
disadvantage
saving throw.
because prone?
Is it prone?
Yeah.
No.
Oh,
I almost gave you disadvantage.
No, that's why I asked. Is it disadvantage?
No,
because
it's all right.
okay.
You guys are just laying there.
Thank you.
19.
5.
Oh, and let's see. As you got trampled, Galaga, right here, you would have noticed as soon as you entered this line, The other horses from the previous line in the carousel seem to disband and ride off in other directions with the knights. So as soon as everybody has progressed through a line, it disappears. So they have all disappeared. However,
that won't matter when you're dead.
Another big one. 39.
I'm unconscious.
They're both knocked out.
Yeah.
Both down?
I am. What, minus 15? No.
It might just be.
Maybe at negative 15, but it's just 0.
I must have seen
Whatever.
Negative 25.
Negative 25. Alright, so what happens is, as you guys both get trampled, horses, lances, you get smashed into this ground, everything goes dark. And then there's a burst of air, and you guys fall 30 feet. Smash! You take 2d6 falling damage each.
Okay.
On top of the.
Wait, so am I deducting more?
No, you're starting fresh.
So I'm back to full hit points.
Back to full hit points.
But I just took
4 falling damage.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So
Is that the same for me?
Yeah. Same for you, yes.
Okay.
And then you guys hear this pop. Well, don't you think we're not gonna kill you off in the first round, guys? We gotta get our money's worth. And they disappears.
Thank you, Bob.
I think that's the first thank you Bob has ever gotten.
Well, Bob, you're gonna save my life there.
Next time he shows up, he's getting an arrow.
But you guys are now outside, not too far from where you were before, but the horse is still galloping, still moving.
So did these horses dissipate?
These ones did.
Oh, okay.
This one, you see, one of you guys was still stuck in this one.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I would like to stand up and walk back out of the range and wait for the door to come in front of me.
Actually, the door, nothing's stopping moving. If you want to try and time it to jump through the door, certainly we can do that.
Yes.
Oh,
Now
right.
that
The doors are
everything's
just
moving,
constantly
constantly
moving.
moving.
Okay.
But if you want to try that, absolutely. That would be a dexterity save, or a dexterity check, rather.
Then I would like to do that.
Acrobatics is what I'm looking for. So if you want to wait for that, I'll let you roll acrobatics.
Okay.
DC 20.
What?
DC 20. No?
No.
12. Because I'm so acrobatic.
Oh, man.
Brutal.
So you get caught up again. 35 points of damage. As you get slammed again into the ground. Alright. Talara.
Okay, I'm gonna stand up. I'll move 5, 10, 15 here. And for my action, I'm going to say to Galaga, we have to get through this.
How can we help each other?
And I will cast Bless on both of us.
Yeah, absolutely. No, that's perfect.
So
Perfect, yeah.
so now, basically, whenever we roll a saving throw or
Or an ability check or an attack. It's anything with a D20, really.
Yeah. We get an extra D4 to the equation so that we're more likely to succeed.
Very good. Dice of inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
You don't get to see very many friendly spells go off in this environment.
Right. All right. You are blessed, but that's my action, and I pretty much used my movement to get there. I've experienced this enough now to know, am I still within their lance range where I am?
Yes. Yeah.
So,
you're not going to be able to get out of the lance range, just the horse range.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine.
So no kicks, just lance.
Okay, I will stay where I am then.
Less trampling.
All right.
Much less trampling.
Galaga, you've made it to the other side again. What do you do?
This is challenging.
Wait till the next level.
Oh, yeah.
Maze of Madness. It's much worse.
Terrifying.
Much worse. Is there any way we can help each other besides?
I don't think I can. I do have spells, but they're quite.
That's the same as mine. I'm not going to bother
attacky.
trying to attack them.
It feels like it's back to
So, magic circle.
I think that's like a teleportation-based spell, but
No, it's a protection.
oh, okay.
10-foot radius, 20-foot tall cylinder of magical energy centered on a point on the ground that you can see within range. Glowing runes appear wherever the cylinder intersects with the floor or other surface. Choose one or more of the following types of creatures. See, that's the problem. Like, they're two different types of creatures. There's the nightmare and then the knight on top of it. So
Yeah.
I
And
don't
are
see
any
how-
of them this type of creature anyway?
I don't know. So I don't think that would even help.
All right.
Innocent bystander.
Oh, do I get a bonus? What do I get to do?
Enjoy it.
Thanks.
It's just salt, but it looks cool. Yeah.
For my wounds?
Exactly. You can actually toss it in the bath if you want. Works the same.
Sick. Oh, I'm gonna be your neighbor for the weekend. So.
Sounds good.
Yeah, just try to run through as best we can.
All right, stand up, run through, roll that athletics check. I'll give you, since you died once, the DC goes down slightly.
Okay.
Look at that. Now don't roll a 6.
I mean, what?
Oh, natural.
Yeah, we've seen where this goes before.
This is your new die.
26.
This die that looks like a child, like a baby's poop, is your new favorite.
You line it up perfectly as that door is coming by. You line it up perfectly and leap right through it.
Ho ho! Sick move.
That was because of my bless.
Oh yeah.
And what was the total on the dice there that you got?
20 athletics or acrobatics. 25.
25? Okay, so it's definitely pass. You take only 3. Half of this will be 27, 12, 13. Only 13 points of this one.
Only 13.
It's a lot better than 36.
Well, no horses this time because
Yeah.
got through Norway, just the lance. All right, and that was Galaga. And let's see, you move from there. So what's you still got some move speed, right?
Where were you? Here.
He got up with half movement.
Oh, that's right. So 15. So you would have
20, 25, 30.
yeah,
If
so
he's
you'd have
dashing.
another total 30 feet if you use your dash action as well.
But
So
it's,
you
oh
could
yeah,
get
but
through.
you don't get affected by difficult terrain.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
You can make it to the center.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, no
okay.
difficult terrain. So that's right. So you can move 45 feet from there. You can make it into the fog.
Don't leave me. No, you go ahead. I'm just kidding.
I don't know how to help you.
It's not like you can run back.
It's like, thanks for helping me, but
You just disappear into the fog.
good luck.
All right.
All right, and you are through the fog. You go in this cool, chilling feeling as you walk into the fog.
Okay.
Last, but not least, Talar.
Okay. All I can do is just run and hope for the best. So it is difficult terrain, so I have to dash. So 5, 10. I'm trying to get here. Probably going to get trampled. Athletics check, right?
Yep, unless you want to try and get through the doorway as it swings by, I'll let you
Oh, yeah, okay.
acrobatics.
No, athletics. I'm going for athletics.
Sounds good.
So plus 10, and I'll consider using my inspiration if necessary. 26.
There you go. This time,
Finally.
This time you get it.
Okay.
All right.
And again, I know that the lances are coming, so I'll kind of like. I'm not gonna say cower. Some might say I'm cowering.
Try cutting off the lance.
So you take, you only take 9.
Okay.
Roll on that one as the lance swings by. And that's that. That means we have an action for that. You'll need another a dex save, as you're the only one left.
Yep. That's 12.
Place.
Sorry, 13. But yeah.
Bless.
Oh,
Doesn't
plus-
actually
plus
help.
a D4. Yeah, 13 plus 4 is
17.
17.
You take another 10 points of damage. That was
Okay.
halved as you succeeded.
Oh,
Look at that.
okay.
The bless
The
did
bless did help. Okay, well, I mean, I got, yeah, okay, so, what was it, 10 points you said?
Yeah, 10 points.
Okay, so, 16. Okay, I guess technically I lose concentration on bless. Okay, so,
Would you roll on the dice?
that's like, oh, yeah, 6 plus,
It's an 8.
plus 5.
6 plus 5, that's 11. You
Yeah,
you
okay,
still got-
cool,
yeah.
cool, yeah, good point, thank you. Okay, and I will attempt to athletics. Oh wait, yeah, it's my turn again, right? There's no one else to go.
No, you're the only one.
Okay, so 5,
So what's
10.
he checking to
Need
see if they
either
maintain
athletics check or dex or dex.
Yeah, so if it
acrobatics
takes
or
damage,
athletics to get
well,
through the door or
athletics.
through the
Spells, you roll a constitution save.
I'm gonna use my
with a
inspiration.
DC of 10 or half the damage.
20.
You take, whichever
20
one
does
is
it.
higher.
20 is
Okay.
the- 20 is the number. And
Alright.
you get through.
There you go.
So as you move through that last barrier, you take half of that. Again, it's going to be 12 points. 12
Okay,
points.
I will take it.
And you walk up, since you're in there, I'm not going to worry about your move speed. You're not going to run back into the horses, I'm sure. You enter the fog. The cool fog washes over your bodies. You guys can use any hit dice that you want to use,
Oh
or,
my
or regain any 2 spell slots that you may have used.
One or the other?
One or the other.
So hit dice, you have 15 d10s at your disposal. So
And I'm just going to
you can
pull this one
roll
up here,
up
guys.
to 15 of these. Note how many you're using. Oh, sorry.
Pull this up here.
Note how many you're using because it's a resource that you drain. So you can roll that up to 15 times. And tally what you're getting, and you add that to your current hit points. So, does the fact that Galaga and I died factor in at all? Are we still at like this hit points?
You're at whatever hit points you were at when you passed through that door.
Okay.
I'm gonna use 5 hit dice. Maybe more if it doesn't heal me much. 6.
Okay.
7. 8. Great.
Wait.
11.
Is it a d10? Yeah, that is a d10. 1 of 4.
I would also like to use hit dice.
17.
Alright, and now initiative changes as you guys have set it in motion to get through the doors.
19 for initiative.
Sorry?
19 for initiative.
Oh no, you already did the initiative. When he went first through, he's first initiative, you're second.
That's how that works.
Yeah, just like that. Setting you guys up for the next round.
Nice.
Alright, you guys could try stuff first this time.
Yeah. Guess so.
Alright, everybody got the hit dice ready to move along?
Yeah, I'm pretty much done.
Okay, we're going to be starting with Melgonis anyway. And you guys will be a few short minutes behind as we got to catch up turns with these guys. Through 1, 2, and 2 more behind. I think we're good. Alright, Melgonis. Yes. You walk through this coolness, you feel rejuvenated, you feel better, you can breathe more, there's less crunch spots, all your ribs have been fixed. You walk through the fog and you appear in this corridor, and you see Hal in this 20 by 20, actually my apologies, it is in fact 10 by 10 corridor.
Okay.
So you find yourself in there, right at the start. You find there's this little alcove-y kind of. That word is for NPCs that want to go and populate. That works.
Okay. What's around me?
Roll perception.
All right. Give me a good one. What's my perception? 12.
12? When you look to your left and you look to your right, you see these very similar doors. Very similar. And everything has this kind of shine to it, like you're not sure if it's a reflection or if it's actually a door.
Okay. Has my Big B's hand followed me?
It has not.
No? Okay. I guess I'll just walk to the nearest. I'm assuming this is like a door.
All the red, pardon me. All the red ones are doors.
Okay, I'll just go to the first one. Is it closed?
They are all closed, yes.
I will. Actually, I'm gonna cast Mage Hand and attempt to open it with my Mage Hand instead of my regular hand, so I don't touch the door.
Alright, you're going to notice that when as soon as your Mage Hand comes in contact with the door, it fizzles away.
Okay. I guess I'll try to open it with my own hand then.
Okay, you try to open it with your own hand, your hand reaches out and it hits wall. You go to reach it, but your hand crumples in anticipation. Then you hear something. Roll percentile for me.
Percentile? Okay.
Oh, sorry, not a percentile. Roll a d12 for me.
D12?
Yeah.
Alright, yeah, that's the one. 4.
Okay. As you can hear something whooshing, maybe some sort of crashing or something, and the door immediately slides to the left-hand side, and all you can see is the realm of ocean. And ocean water bursts in at you, hits you in the chest, and pins you up against the back wall. This is going to be a little more deadly, guys.
Oh, probably. Really?
Yay! Wait, since the last one was the first thing, and you died once there, do you think you'll die twice here?
Well, I figured, yeah.
Yeah, it's more deadly. You die once in the first one. It only makes sense that you'll die more times.
So I need you to make a strength saving throw for me, please.
That's gonna go badly. 6.
That's a fail. So you take 55 points of bludgeoning damage as this water slams in. A big piece of shell comes in two and hits you off the face. And you get pushed 60 feet this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All the way to the end. All the way to the end you got washed in. The water then kind of recedes.
I just took more than half my health and damage.
Don't worry, you come back.
As far as you know, we're dead.
That's true.
Which is then Maximus did. Okay, Maximus, same thing. You apparate right here. I'll get you to roll a perception check.
Perception.
There's just water everywhere.
Yeah.
8.
8? You see a fish, oddly enough, flop out right in front of you. Flop, flop, and it gets sucked into this door, along with little bits of water, and the door shuts.
Don't open that door.
I will not trust the door. And I will go this way.
Okay.
Thank you for watching the Death Needs Dialogue Entertainment Network. This has been The Legends Gauntlet, Carnival of Carnage, Part A.